What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to talk about today, just a little bit, because I got to get up out of here in a little while. So this really is going to be a short one. I know I'll be saying that sometime, and sometimes I'll do like hour shows and shit. But this one, it really is going to be a short one. I just got a couple things I want to get on and get off my chest a little bit that's going on in the sports world today. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the UFC. 223 just happened, and all the little shit that happened before the fight and all that with Conor McGregor and that whole little situation. Uh, Also gonna talk a little NBA, just a playoff picture, since the whole East is set right now, or all the teams have clinched so far, in the West still battling like down to the last wire. I think it's like two more games for some of these teams, two or three more games. So gonna look at some of that. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna just go straight in on that. First with the UFC. First of all, the lightweight championship was up for grabs. Um, it really was like a coronation. It wasn't really like a real you know, like it was supposed to be Khabib Nurmagomedov was supposed to be fighting Tony Ferguson, which would have been a real, like, that was gonna be a classic. I thought, and I thought, these two being scheduled to fight like 3 or 4 times now, I think, and something always happen where one get injured or something just always go bad with those two, and they never have been able to get in the ring and fight, or in the octagon and fight yet. So hopefully that fight will happen eventually or soon. Then after that happened too, after Ferguson got pulled off the card, that was on, I think, April 1st. A couple days later, UFC announced that they was gonna let Max Holloway, who is the featherweight champion, which is kind of other division that he held the title with for a little while. But Max Holloway was the champion, and he was gonna come up and fight against Nurmagomedov for that lightweight championship too. And something happened. I think on Friday, or Thursday or Friday on the weigh-in. I think it was Friday. But they said he was unable to fight. He wasn't medically fit to fight or something like that. And like I guess he had cut too much weight, which is crazy to me, because he's already like a weight class lower, like, which is 10 pounds less than that fighting weight what he was gonna have to fight at. So yeah, I don't know about that, but whatever, it is what it is. So then they had some talk about Anthony Pettis was gonna be in that fight, which, like, I used to be a fan of Anthony Pettis. I ain't gonna lie, dude really fell off. Like I mean, he just ain't got it no more, man. I don't know if it's like he didn't got hit too many times or what, but he was like, of course, 4 or 5 years ago, when he was a lightweight champion before, so he didn't get the fight. They end up giving it to Al Iaquinta or whatever. I can't even pronounce his name. I think that's how Iaquinta or whatever, something like that. But Khabib dominated him like I expected. Didn't see the fight, but I just read a lot about it, so I know that he dominated the fight. Um, Also on that card too, the women's strawweight division champion Rose Namajunas was able to defend her title and keep her title against Joanna. I call her JJ, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, the former champion who just lost her second straight in that fight, and only her second loss ever. So that's big for Thug Rose. She did her thing. Um, and now let's talk about the other situation with the UFC 223 happening and stuff. Okay, so first of all, supposedly one of Conor McGregor's teammates, this dude Artem Lobov, I think his name is. He's like a how can I say this nice? He's a terrible fighter. Like, dude got like a 13 or 14 record or something like that, but he still got a job in the UFC somehow. I'm not sure how long that's gonna happen either after this situation, but Anyway, so this dude get into it with Khabib Nurmagomedov before, I guess before his partners or before his friends or whatever the case was. He felt like dude tried to punk him or whatever. Like Khabib punked him or whatever, and didn't nothing really happen. It's just a couple pictures on the internet they show Khabib looked like he kind of got him by the neck, like he look like little boy in that dude. Like, so I don't know, but I don't know what happened with that. But anyway, so after that situation, Conor McGregor, supposedly they come to the media day, for the UFC event. Conor McGregor and like they say like 30 other cats, right? 30 dudes, and they come and they like rush into the venue or whatever and go. They going crazy, running around looking for Khabib or whatever. And I guess when they on the bus already, it was actually all the fighters that was gonna be in that red corner that night was all on this bus about to get transported back to their hotels or whatever. So anyway, Conor McGregor, he the main guy, of course, because he's the famous guy and he's the the name out there. They show him running through a garage or whatever, grabs a dolly, a hand truck, throws it, shatters a window on the bus, which in turn injures like at least about 3 or 4 fighters that's on the bus. One fighter had got glass in his eye and wasn't able to fight. Michael Chiesa, who was supposed to fight Anthony Pettis on that card, he had to be pulled off the fight because he had multiple cuts, and they just said it wasn't going to be good for him to fight. A couple other people I heard too was injured and shaken up. It was ladies on the bus too. I mean, it was just a bad look. And actually, Conor McGregor did get taken into custody or turned himself in and was arrested, I believe, and bailed right back out. But it's just a couple things that I want to talk about that whole situation, because I want to look at it like I said something earlier on the internet about if this was John Jones doing this act of violence or whatever, and this criminal act that they trying to make it out to be or whatever. No way John Jones will be able to bail out and then just be like, I'm finna go hop on this plane. I gotta go to Europe or go back to wherever, like Conor McGregor just went back to Ireland when he bailed out, and they said, okay, just come back and come back to court, blah blah blah, whatever. I understand that dude got it like that, and I mean, I guess they trust him enough that he's gonna come back and all that. I feel it's a whole bunch of different ways. I mean, a whole bunch of different things that I'm thinking about that whole situation, because I just don't like how it all looked. The dude Conor McGregor, to me, he's a phony champion too. I've been saying that for a minute. The dude won 2 titles in the UFC and never defended either one of them. Instead, getting stripped of both of those titles without any defenses. So I don't really consider him a champion. It's a difference, like, to me, if you win a championship, like in combat sports. I'm gonna say it like this because I had a couple debates on the internet too about this situation. One of my partners was asking me why is it different, like in combat sports, or like in the NBA or whatever, a team win a championship and then the next year then they don't, or they like fall off it or not as good, and people don't be like, well, they wasn't a real champion or something like that. But the thing I say about that, the difference is a combat sport. It's one-on-one, mano y mano. The best man win. So if you a champion and you going out there, you win one time. I mean, you could be fighting a guy that was really like all right, I'll put it like this, because when Conor McGregor won the lightweight title, He beat Eddie Alvarez, who was like he's a good fighter, but nobody expected him to hold that title, or even, you know, nobody expected him to beat Conor McGregor or anything like that. The fight with you know what I'm saying? Don't just tell me and you know, you holding the belt, I'm the champion, I'm this, I'm that, but you don't even, you know, if you're not even coming out there defending it, then how is you consider yourself a champion? I don't see it like that. Like in boxing, uh mixed martial arts or anything like that. Cause I asked a question about that too. Cause I was like, to most sports fans in boxing or MMA or any kind of fans, Buster Douglas. That was my example. To me, Buster Douglas wasn't no champion, man. He got lucky. He won a fluke. He got a fluke win. He beat Mike Tyson. He really didn't even win that fight, because I don't know if people caught that it was a slow count on that when Tyson knocked him down, and it was probably up to about 12-13 by the time Douglas got up. But whatever. That's water under the bridge. Buster Douglas was able to get that win. I feel like it was a fluke. He didn't defend the title. When he defended the title, he got beat hella easy by Evander Holyfield, which I think almost everybody knew that was gonna happen. Because I mean, yeah, Buster Douglas, like, come on. And to me, I'm not calling Conor McGregor a Buster Douglas, but I'm just saying, to me, he's not a real champion. He's a talker. He you know, he likes the attention. Um, likes of course he called the Notorious, so of course he likes that, and he's been able to market himself like that and get a lot of money by being like that. So I mean, for one thing, you can't really knock that. But my only problem with it is that, okay, for you to come out here and run up on this cat like this, and like now you won't beef with him, and now you want to fight. You had the title. You could have defended this title and been in the octagon and fighting this dude. But you want to go box and lose or whatever. I understand that too, about the getting the money thing though too. $100 million. I'm not gonna turn down over $100 million either. But he had that, and before that, he had two fights that wasn't even in that weight class. Um, or yeah, he had the Nate Diaz two fights he had. Then he won the lightweight championship. But yeah, I don't know, man. The dude, I don't know. He kind of phony to me. I mean, he's a good fighter, but I don't think he's better than the dude that just won the championship, and I don't think he's better than the number one contender after him. I think Tony Ferguson or Khabib would beat Conor McGregor, and that's just my opinion on that one. Yeah, so that whole thing, I just don't like it. I don't even know if he's gonna ever come back to the UFC or come back and fight again, because the dude that made so much money, he probably like, I'm good now. Why I'm gonna put myself out there and risk my health and my life and shit, like when I already got it like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's good. Now, another thing I do want to say about that while I'm talking about the UFC too is this bullshit I keep seeing about Floyd Mayweather potentially having a fight in the UFC against Conor McGregor. Uh, Anytime I hear that shit, I'm gonna say the same thing. Please don't do it, Floyd. Don't nobody want to see you get fucked up like that, except for all them white people. Hey, real talk. All them want to see you lose, man. It's no point in you going to a different sport. Like it's like the same thing with Conor McGregor when he went to boxing. Dude, you're not a boxer. You're a mixed martial artist. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Do what got you your money. And Floyd, the same thing. Like Floyd is like a you know, he a money maker though. So if he feel like he said if he fight again, it's gonna be in the UFC, which I hope is not the truth. And, you know, I don't think he needs to fight either way, boxing or in the UFC. But man, yeah, I just hope he stays retired. He done made enough money. I mean, some people say you can't never have enough money, but and who am I to say who got enough money, right? But whatever, man. I just think that would be a terrible idea for him to get into an octagon with any mixed martial artist that has that training and been training like that for years and years. But yeah, that's it with the UFC. I'm done with that. Let me get on this NBA playoffs right now. So the East is all the way. They got the 8 teams are in right now. It's still like a couple spots that could be switched around a little bit right now. Um, like couple teams got like most teams got like 2 or 3 more games left. Um, the Raptors, of course, still on top. They right now 57-22. They clinched that top spot too. The Celtics only having 2 games left and they 3.5 out. Philadelphia had a huge win the other night against Cleveland. Big 2-point win. Ben Simmons and LeBron James battled it out in that game. Um, both had triple doubles. Both did their thing. It was crazy. Hold on, let me check this right quick. Philadelphia too. Let me see that. Philadelphia is on fire right now. They done won 14 games in a row. Yeah, I mean, they the hottest team in the NBA right now. Besides the Houston Rockets, those 2 teams. Of course, Houston is still #1 in the whole league. Clinched that spot right there. But yeah, like I was saying, though, Philly really looking good. They at #3 right now. And I think they can make some noise in the playoffs. Real talk, man. Cause looking at the standings right now, you got Toronto 1, the Celtics #2, right? The Celtics. That's what I got to talk about because Kyrie Irving it's just been announced that he's gonna be ruled out for the entire playoffs, so he's done for the season. So that changes everything to me with Boston, because with Kyrie Irving and when they were saying it was a possibility that Gordon Hayward was gonna come back too, I was saying that Boston was probably the best team in the East, in my opinion. But with those 2 guys out, they've been kind of falling back a little bit. They're not the same team as they was when they was playing earlier in the season. I think that they're going out in the second round, at least the second round. So they might get knocked out in the first round. Those 7 and 8 seeds. The Bucks right now at #7. I think the Bucks can give the Celtics some problems, especially the Greek Freak, of course, MVP candidate, one of the best players in the league right now. He would definitely be that best player in that series, and a playoff series if they got like the best player and it's like not even close by a wide margin. I usually expect that team to carry them to that win. Right now, the Cavs have fell down to #4. Right now, they looking like they might be matched up with the Pacers, which I think is an interesting matchup to me, because the Pacers, whoever get that 4 or 5 matchup right there, the Pacers and Cavs, or the Sixers, because they still right there too. Sixers is only 1 game up on the Cavs, with 2 left, but yeah, if the Sixers hold on to that 3, I'm gonna just look at it like that, and the Cavs get the 4. Cavs play the Pacers. I don't think it's gonna be no easy series for the Cavs. I don't think that they would just sweep the Pacers, or they would just. I don't think it would be like a 5-game series. I think that like the Pacers, I've been watching them. I only seen them about 4 or 5 times this season, but every game that I've seen them play, they've been real good. Like, I mean, surprising good. Like Of course, Victor Oladipo has stepped up major, like, you know, to be the most improved player in the league. Basically, I think he probably is gonna get that. Then you got Miles Turner, the young center. He's a very good player too. And they just got some nice pieces on that team around them. So I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting series right there. Cavs, of course, is gonna be my pick though if they do play, but I don't think it's gonna just be no easy watch series like that. Yeah, the other teams in there, the Heat 6, Bucks 7, and the Wizards 8. Yeah, that if the Wizards get that 8 and they play the Raptors in the first round, that's gonna be a something to watch out for too. That them backcourt matchups right there with John Wall and Bradley Beal going against DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. That's gonna be something to watch for sure. So yeah, I would like that matchup too. 76 say talking about Philadelphia, the trust the process team like that. But yeah, they really they on fire right now. They doing their thing, and Ben Simmons is doing exactly what I thought he was gonna do in the league too. Just a year later, and I mean, man, the dude is having a very very good season, a rookie of the year campaign. Of course, I've been saying it's a two-man race, which everybody basically knows who watches basketball. It's Donovan Mitchell from the Utah Jazz and Ben Simmons in Philly. But yeah, we don't know. We'll see who win that one. But let's go, because we still have only 3 teams right now have even clinched the playoff spot right there. And that's the Rockets, the Warriors, and the Trailblazers. And with after that though, you got the Jazz, the Pelicans, the Spurs, Thunder, the Wolves, and the Nuggets. The Nuggets and the Wolves right now are tied up. That 8 and 9 spot. So for me, I hope Minnesota gets it because I just like them better. I think they would give the Rockets or the Warriors, either one of them, a better matchup. And the Thunder right now is at number 7. And they play either one of those 2 teams too in the first round. Like if the Thunder and the Warriors play in the first round, who don't want to see that? You know, that's, man, the West is gonna be crazy, man. I'm just, because all these teams right now, from what is it? From 4 ready by 1.5 games right now. 1.5 games by those 6 teams, my bad. The Jazz, Pelicans, Spurs, Thunder, Wolves, and Nuggets. To me, I think it's probably gonna stay how it is, like with the teams that's in right now. I think the Nuggets is gonna be that team that doesn't make it in. I mean, basically that's it for real. I just think that they gonna be the one that don't get in there. And the Western Conference playoffs, man, that shit is gonna be crazy. Even the first round is gonna be crazy if it looked like this. And that if the Blazers play the Spurs in the first round too, that's not gonna be that's not gonna be no easy series either. So it's gonna be fun to watch, man. But I'm finna have to get up out of here. I gotta go get ready for work right quick. It's been another one. It's your boy Tone. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, In the Zone Tone. I'm gonna be back with another one later on in the week, man. Yeah.